Hey guys, this is another episode of Scaling ScaleMate. I'm Halen Yules, the founder and CEO of ScaleMate, and this is where I'm building my business in public for the world to see, and I'm taking you guys along the journey with me. So a lot can happen in 2 weeks in the land of ScaleMate and trying to grow your business. So first thing, couple wins. I hired a really talented go-to-market engineer. He's a Clay expert, has a lot of background in Clay. He's already showing us quite a lot of things that I didn't know about in Clay. So very excited to have him working on client projects and then also scaling out knowledge to the rest of the team. Everyone gets uplifted, we improve, our clients get the benefit, etc., etc. So really good hire in my opinion. I think hiring process, I'll just quickly talk about that. So my hiring process is fairly comprehensive. So we do obviously resume submission, we do a video submission as well, and that weeds out quite a lot of people. Not only do a lot of people not want to do it, which shows they're not that interested in the role, but also the submissions that we do get, like it's very obvious they're not going to be a fit straight away. So that instantly puts a barrier to entry up, which I think is a good thing. Then they go through a phone screening with one of my guys who I trust in vetting people. Some people get cut out there, not too many, because the video and that call is pretty consistent in getting people through the door, and we only get maybe 10% of people don't make it past that stage. And then the final, depending on the role, it'll be either with me, well, it will definitely be with me, it'll be an interview, but it could be a case study. So those stages like really weeds out the people who aren't interested in the position and the company and the growth story, etc. And then also really weeds out just the people that aren't as talented as we would like. So hiring wise, I think I've perfected it for the GTM engineering role, and then obviously different roles and different pay packets and structures and incentives and all that sort of stuff need to be figured out. In other news, the AI SDR space had a bit of a story in these last 2 weeks. So 11x was kind of the leading company, I would say, at a Series B round for the AI SDR space, which is still new and growing. There's quite a few popping up. They got into a little bit of trouble. I'm not an expert in it, I haven't read the whole thing, but I just saw the headlines and read an article or two. Into a bit of trouble for faking numbers and churn rates, customer acquisition, ARR, MRR. So they, I believe, are being sued by Andreessen Horowitz. Bit of a blow to the industry because now the AI SDR name is again tarnished for bad actors like this. On the positive side, I'm building one. So, it allows room for us to grow, I guess, and new players and new entrants to enter the market. I do think overall, it's probably a negative that happened just because of the branding side of it, the aspect of it. So, I don't know. We'll see. A lot of people are mistrusting AI SDRs. There's a lot of people that don't believe in them. There's a lot of people that do believe in them. It's early days. It's like any industry. At the beginning of a boom, everyone jumps in. There's a whole bunch of fraud and a whole bunch of criminal stuff. And we saw that with crypto, right? Meme coins, etc., etc. So we're in that phase right now, basically. And the best will rise to the top. So let's see. Another positive. Closed a new account, got a new customer on board, received deposit kicking off in a couple of weeks' time. Super positive, not just for the reason that I closed the account and it was, a relatively smooth, cold sale. It wasn't an introduction or a warm lead, but the sales process is dialed in. I think, finally gotten to a point where not only can I sell it, I can teach other people how to sell it. The services that we provide. I'm very confident in the numbers, the offers there, the pitch, the process, how many meetings, how we talk. I think that's now to a point where, I'm hiring people, so clearly it's working. I've closed 3 contracts this year and there's quite a few more in the pipeline. So very happy with the sales process, excited on the new client. So that was the one thing, Q1, I wanted to fix. So it wasn't a problem. It was just, how do I get more clients faster? That was the problem, right? Still humming along before that. I think we're in that spot now and perfect timing. It's April. Okay. 2 open roles at the moment. GTM engineer
and GTM consultant. GTM engineer, I've already got 2 people working in that role. GTM consultant is a new role. I haven't hired for this before. This is essentially replicating myself on the client delivery side. I need someone who can manage the entire process from start to finish. We close an account, they take over from there. They have a GTM engineer underneath them assigned to the client project. And think of it as an SDR AE relationship, but slightly different because it's just not the traditional role, I guess. So super excited about those. This GTM consultant role is like super strategic to me. Super strategic hire. I can't make a mistake there. If I get the right person, the business will expand for sure. If I get the wrong person, it's going to hinder our growth. I just know that. So excited, scared, all that stuff. It's more expensive. Like it's a decent pay packet. So I'm starting to get into that 6-figure range of hiring now. So again, that's scary. Not gonna lie, I didn't think I'd be hiring someone for 6 figures this quickly. So all of the above, excited, anxious, but we will make it work. And then one of the challenges, another challenge that we've been facing is the cold calling channel. So phone-based appointment setting. Haven't had an issue from a script messaging output standpoint. That's actually fine. And the hiring has been great. So I have a connection into a sales academy. They hire absolute young guns, basically just people who are ready to smash the phone. They've got general sales ability. They've been trained like military grade training. They're amazing. The best candidates you could possibly want for this type of role. The issue is the incentive structure. I haven't been able to perfect the incentive structure. So I've had 2 people come and go, which is fair. They go get another job. They get paid, different package or whatever, benefits, whatever it might be. But it was pretty quick turnarounds, which tells me, all right, you need to figure this out. I was trying to do commission only. I'm starting to lean towards like commission only probably doesn't work as well as it should unless they see like fast results. So that's something to consider. I think for my business, if they're appointment setting for me, then there probably needs to be some sort of base with a per appointment fee or something like that. That's what I'm thinking about. I think there needs to be a base. With commission only, the mentality is, yeah, I work for you, but there's no benefit. So if I go and get another job that offers me a base, then I'm going to go do that and earn more money, which is totally fair. I get that. So my theory right now, commission only, probably not the right move. Small base plus commission on meetings is the way to go. So I'm going to hire for that role again because the results were fantastic. I actually closed a contract from one of those meetings that was booked. We were getting roughly from one person 3 meetings a week. And I've had 1 close and 1 super positive that I'm following up with. I have another meeting next week to go through the proposal and the numbers. So as a channel, seems to make sense. I just need to figure out the incentive structure. That's pretty much it. A lot can happen in 2 weeks in my world, so stay tuned for the next one.